Hello everyone, in this video we will solve the examples for Eulers phi function. And these questions are asked in the Mumbai University question paper 2 times. The first question is asked in the May 2023, that is state the rules for finding the Eulers phi function and calculate the value of phi of 11, phi of 49 and phi of 240. And our second question is, this is asked in the December 2022, that is state the rules for finding the Eulers phi function and calculate the value of phi of 10, phi of 49 and phi of 343. So first of all, we will see what is this phi of n. It is the number of positive integer lesser than n that are relatively prime number, that is prime to n. And how we are solving this value of phi of n? We have some formulas. And what are these formulas are there? First of all, you have to check if p is prime number. If p is prime number, then the phi of n will be, that is phi of p will be our value of n that we are taking as p minus 1. Second formula is if p is not prime number. If suppose if p is not a prime number, then we can write it as phi of m into n. So n can be splitted into two parts, that is m into n, and we can write it here phi of m into phi of n. Now our third rule is phi of p raised to e is nothing but p raised to e minus p raised to e minus 1. The fourth one is phi of 1 is equal to 0. So these are the four formulas we have to follow while solving the example. Now first of all, we will solve our first example. The first example is, that is phi of 11. So first of all, we have to check that our 11 is prime number or not. So 11 is a prime number. So for prime number, we are writing it as phi of 11 is equal to 11 minus 1, that is p minus 1. And we got the answer is, that is 10. So phi of 11, the value for this Totient function is 10. Now the second example is, we have to solve it for phi of 10. So phi of 10, we have to check that 10 is not prime number. So if suppose 10 is not a prime number, then we can write it as 10 is equal to 2 into 5. That is m into n. So phi of 10, we can write it as phi of 5 into phi of 2. So here we can apply the rule for phi of p. So phi of p is nothing but we can write it as 5 minus 1 into 2 minus 1. So 5 minus 1 is nothing but 4 and 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So 4 into 1 is equal to 4. So the answer for this question, that is phi of 10, is equal to 4. Now our third example is, we have to solve it for phi of 49. And this question is asked 2 times in the question paper. Okay. So for this phi of 49, we can write it as 49 is not a prime number. So we can write phi of 7 into 7. So what students are doing the mistake, like they are taking the value like phi of 7 into 7 is nothing but phi of 7 into phi of 7, and the value should be 7 minus 1 and 7 minus 1. That is 6 into 6 is equal to 36. But this is the wrong method. If you are solving the example like this, then this is the wrong method. So which method you have to follow? That is different. And I have already written this formula for phi of p raised to e is nothing but p raised to e minus p raised to e minus 1. So p raised to e that is 5 of 7 raised to 2, because this 7 is appear 2 times in 49, that is 7 into 7. So 5 of 7 raised to 2 is nothing but 7 raised to 2 minus 7 raised to 2 minus 1. So 7 raised to 2 is nothing but 49, and 7 raised to 2 minus 1, that is 7 raised to 1. You got the answer, that is 7. You can solve likewise in all the steps. So I am writing here 7 raised to 2 minus 7 raised to 1, that is 49 minus 7 is equal to 42. So the answer for this question, that is 5 of 49, is equal to 42. And this is our correct method. Now the next question is 5 of 240. So first of all, we will divide this 240. So 240 divided by 2, we got the answer like 120, then 60, then 30, after that 15, then 3, then 3 3 is the 1. Okay, so you can observe here, then you got 4 times 2, 1 time 5, and 1 time 3. So you can write it as 5 of 240 is equal to 5 of 2 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 1 into 3 raised to 1. So you can again simply write it as 5 of 2 raised to 4 into 5 into 3. So you have to apply the two formulas here for 5 of p is equal to p minus 1, and the second formula like 5 of p raised to e is equal to p raised to e minus p raised to e minus 1. So I am putting the values for these 5 of 2 raised to 4 into 5 into 3. So 2 raised to 4 is nothing but you can write it as 2 raised to 4 minus 2 raised to 4 minus 1 into 5 minus 1 into 3 minus 1. So 2 raised to 4 minus 2 raised to 3 into 4 into 2. So the answer for the question is 2 raised to 4 minus 2 raised to 3. So you will get the value like 16 minus 8 is equal to 8 into 4 into 2. And answer for the question is 64. So 5 of 240 is equal to 64. Now our next question is, that is 5 of 343. So the 5 of 343, you can write it as 343 divided by 7, then 49 divided by 7, you got 7 and again 7. So you got here 3 times 7. So 5 of 343 is nothing but 7 into 7 into 7. So the value for the question is 5 of 7 raised to 3. So you can apply this formula like p raised to e minus p raised to e minus 1. So I can write it as is equal to 7 raised to 3 minus 7 raised to 3 minus 1 is equal to 7 raised to 3 minus 7 raised to 2 is equal to 343 minus 49. And our answer for the question is 294. So 5 of 343 is nothing but 294. So in this way, we have solved the question like state the rules for finding the Eulers phi function and calculate the value of this phi of n. So while solving the example, you have to remember these four formulas, like if p is equal to prime number, then we can write it as phi of p is equal to p minus 1. And if p is not a prime number, then phi of m into n is equal to phi of m into phi of n. So we have to split this p into two parts, that is m into n. If phi of p raised to e is given, then phi of p raised to e is equal to, we can solve it like p raised to e minus p raised to e minus 1. And if phi of 1 will be there in the example, then we can take it as simply 0. So these are the four formulas we have to remember while solving this Euler's Totient function.